What's up, guys? Back in today with another reaction on the channel, and today I'll be reacting to the first episode of Sanda. Looking forward to this. I've watched one of the works of this author before, being Beastars. I've seen season 1, 2, and 3. Very much looking forward to the second part of the final season. I really like Beastars. Although it certainly was one of those anime that I was a bit of a normie. It was when I first maybe the first year or two I got into watching anime, that I watched Beastars, and it was like, is this going to be a furry anime about just like furry shit? And no, it is a hell of a lot more than that, and again, come to really like it. I think her father is also a mangaka who done Baki, which is, I've never read or watched, but looks crazy from the videos I've seen and like clips and memes I've seen of it. I did also want to talk about one of the other works from this author, which I don't know the name of, but it's got the most batshit synopsis I've ever read in my whole life. I'll spoil it now quickly, so if you do not want to know, skip past this, but it's just a synopsis. I think there was a pet dog of a family, and the pet dog killed the father of this girl who's the main character, and later, I'm missing out a few parts here, so forgive me. Later on, that dog gets turned into a man. She turns it into a man so it avoids the crime of killing her father or something along those lines. And they end up like dating. So she's like a human being kind of dating a dog that killed her father, but he lost his memory of killing her father, and it's just absolutely crazy. So I'm very much wondering what this show is going to be like, considering that. Probably going to be wild. So yeah, very much looking forward to it. It is by Science Saru, who recently done Dan to Dan, and the production on that was absolutely fantastic. So can very much hopefully expect the same here. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this one down in the comments. Leave a like on the video if you guys do like, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date. Yeah, that whole family seems to have some crazy concepts for their anime. Pretty good job of hiding that. Why? Well, thrown away into things. Bloody hell. Okay, again, your style is very much unique here, isn't it? That you can already see the style of this is like nothing I've seen yet, I don't think. And I like it. And that's always a good thing. To see something new in a medium you like a lot. Whether it be good or bad. So I was judged. I don't know. We haven't seen too much here. I kind of thought this would be about Santa, purely based off the name. Santa. I assumed Sanda was what the Japanese people called Santa. So there's a lot of veiny stuff going on here, isn't there? This opening is not really giving me Santa too much, honestly. Maybe he like can transform into Santa, something. I don't know. Maybe there was nothing to do with Santa going on here. But that was my. Oh, there's some cool shots right there. It reminds me of that shot from fucking the Weapons movie of that AK, of that machine gun above that house that means absolutely nothing. That was a pretty similar shot there, actually, wasn't it? That looked really cool. So that is a girl. Okay, that was a question I did have. She's just hitting puberty. That's all. We're just on a period. I'm on to you. Well, I'm glad he can spin it that way. Pretty impressive he can spin it that way. Ah, crap. I never see her in the opener. Been dead for a week. Definitely. There she is. How did her friend die? But yeah, I was quite interested in this. Again, I had the whole conception of there being Santa involved in this, which it is. No, it is Christmas Day. Really, it's Christmas Day. And I mean, I know they don't. I know that there's no awfully religious in Japan or anything, but I think they've got a tradition of eating chicken. Is it on Christmas? There's like a Christmas tradition of eating chicken. Funny enough, whereas it's turkey. Most religious places where I live in England. I'm not a massive fan of turkey, to be honest with you. It's usually quite dry. It would be a little bit better if it was like KFC, to be honest. But yeah, that was a question I had going in. Again, I knew I didn't know because I'm not sure it is, but I assumed it would be like Santa would be involved in some way, and I was quite interested in that because, as I just said, I know that Japanese people don't normally celebrate Christmas the way a lot of countries do. So I was quite interested to see what route they're going to go down with that. But as I said, I'm not sure there is actually Santa involved in all this. Or again, maybe he can like transform into something akin to Santa or something. I don't know. The point is this release. This will be airing around Christmas time, so that's also another thing that kind of why it felt that way. So White Christmas. Is this love? Why would you want to kill one of your classmates after your good friend just died? Is a question. Ah, okay. So he's related to Santa Claus. Interesting. How did you know about that? Yeah, I guess. They grow a beard and put a red cape on. I guess the beard will come after you put the red cape on. Give me my hat back. Yeah, this dude is confessing right now. I'm gonna kill you and then put it on your dead body. Oh my god. No blood, by the way. Jesus. Is she gonna wish for her dead friend to come back to life, and is that why we see her in the opening? You killed her. Oh. Wouldn't be surprised if you killed her. So she's actually just missing. Yeah. Which usually means that you're dead. But yeah, not for certain. So lovely girl. She's cute, isn't she? Been held captive from someone from the school. That's quite creative from her. As awful as it is to kill someone, to have him wear something red by killing him, making him bleed red. Actually, it's quite a creative solution, really, isn't it? Extreme, but creative. Red's my favourite colour, so I wonder why he has such a problem with it. Oh, there it is. He activated the activated words. Merry Christmas. So yeah, he can turn into some kind of crazed Santa thing. Okay. I'll tell you what, with this studio, not just the animation quality and such, but the soundtracks are always awesome for the series this studio does. And it's no different here. But the name kind of gave it away a little bit. Pretty built for Santa, honestly, isn't he? This is how Japanese people think Santa looks. In reality, he's just some fat guy, right? Some fat bearded old guy. It's like that meme of like, be the American man that Japan thinks you are. You are contracted to do so. Snow White curse. That's the thing, isn't it? Like, I know he's pretty built and stuff. This would be much more of a curse, I think, if it was like I said, the usual Santa you think of, the fat 8-year-old bearded old man. That would be more of a curse. But this is not that much of a curse, is it? I mean, yes, you get old, so you might have like some arthritis and some things to deal with. But I wonder what it is like inside of him. We can hear his inner voice in his kind of younger, normal kind of self, Sanda self. But I wonder what it's like, kind of turning into someone like this. Like have almost like his personality's kind of changed into this new form as well. Must be pretty horrible, to be honest with you. So it is a bit of a curse, actually, isn't it? Not as bad as it could be. That's what I'm maybe trying to say there. Could be some old fart. But yeah, interesting start. Interesting start. I'm liking the concept. I do wonder how it will hold up, if you know what I'm saying. Like, we're in Halloween season right now. Like, this is definitely not the time for this. But they did make sure, I said this earlier, they did make sure to air this when Christmas will be going on, so they couldn't have really chose a better time. I've lost my cuteness. So it is still kind of him. So it's not a new person. Okay, okay. But he does have these compelling kind of things within him to help the child and such. Okay. I think I ran my head around it a bit more now. Oh, and that is turning them back. Okay. So, red clothes, wearing anything red turns him to Sanda. Saying Merry Christmas, I imagine, is also part of that. And then the sweets turn him back. Okay. We do want to get this sorted out pretty quickly. I mean, the more days we leave this, the imagine the percentage chance of her being actually dead is increases quite considerably. Yeah, I really like this art style so far. It's pretty damn cool, isn't it? You have to change. Why does that go around a paper bag? I did catch that, right? Yeah. Some dude wears a paper bag. Okay, I'll be on the lookout. There might have been a few things like that in this episode to this point. Maybe little background flashes of side characters that might be quite influential in the future. So forgive me if I'm wrong here, but she's set up a bomb here to get him to turn into Sanda. I think that's the situation we're in right now. Just to test him. Okay. Well, that's the thing. Again, I'm not too. Okay, that's a scary shot. Um, yeah, she doesn't. But yeah, I'm not really 100% sure of like what abilities a Santa has. I've seen like variations of Santa in movies where he's like super magical and can do whatever. Sometimes he is just a guy that has like a magic reindeer and such. So I imagine there is something considerably powerful about him in this show. But can't be sure about that. Okay, well, I guess we'll find out. So we didn't quite see that, did we? I think that probably says like, "What do you wish for a gift for Christmas?" or something along those lines. I'm going to assume the classic answer: world peace. Probably what's written on 50% of these papers right here. Very primary school-esque question, if that is what it is. This is what we're going for here. I'm a thief. It gets better. Are you good? But yeah, it's quite the extremity you went to here, to be honest, isn't it? She is the bomb. Wow. Okay. Jesus. Honestly, I'm not sure. I feel like there might be some kind of YouTube laws that would allow people, them to show this. Honestly, you did kind of give herself away. She didn't need to expose this, did she? So that beeping is quite loud, isn't it? We would have heard those eventually. She survived? They seems invincible. Sweet yummy. Again, I love the soundtrack. Fucking awesome. He'll grant any wish. At least, bro. But yeah, 3. He grants any wish that you wish. And I guess inadvertently she does wish for him to survive here so that he can help her. Whoever this is just found out about all this. Okay. Alright, pretty good start. I like that. Really awesome concept. Very unique concept for sure. Yeah, the style was awesome. The soundtrack, I think, especially stood out today. That was awesome. Yeah, pretty good start. Pretty good start. I think we always knew that the premise was going to be interesting, as for what I said in the intro. You read these synopsises of this person's work, and it's just like, what the hell must go on in your head to come up with this stuff? Pretty amazing. Nice ending song here as well. I recognize the singer, but I don't know the name. Definitely heard them before though. Ugh, France. So yeah, I recognize the singer there. I'm not sure who it is though, but Kimi to Zambuga is Jujutsu Kaisen. They've done a Jujutsu Kaisen song, haven't they? I don't recognize the name of them though. But yeah, I recognize that lyric. Kimi to Zambuga. And that was, I think that's one of my favorite Jujutsu Kaisen songs. I think that's from the Hidden Inventory arc, maybe. I can't quite remember, but that is one of my favorite songs from Jujutsu Kaisen. So that's probably why I recognize this singer so much at the ending here. Yeah, really good episode. Again, really interesting premise. Loved the soundtrack just in general today. I thought it was incredible. One of the big standouts for me, as well as the style. I think looks really cool. It doesn't seem quite as harsh as Dan's style. It seems a bit more it's definitely like very different, but it feels a bit more kind of clean in a sense. Like sometimes Dan would be a bit messy, but in a good way, if you know what I'm saying, with the with some of the kind of designs and stuff. And that certainly is just like Science Saru's style, I think, just to keep it a little bit more rough. I feel like that adds a lot of personality to their kind of style of animation, and you get that a little bit here, but it's not quite as rough. It is definitely a bit more stylized, isn't it? But yeah, interesting kind of setup today with this kid being a descendant of Santa and being able to like turn into him. So I guess in this universe, his whole family has been kind of Santa throughout the times. Oh, absolutely just pulled on my headphones there. Take them out before I fuck these up. I had these headphones for years. It's amazing they've lasted this long. Yeah, really good start. Definitely let me know what you guys thought in the comment section. I thought it was really cool. I'm pretty much usually on board with, apart from that fucking synopsis I mentioned in the intro, pretty much on board with almost anything this author is going to bring to me, just because I like Beastars that much. Willing to give pretty much anything a shot by them. But yeah, again, let me know what you guys thought in the comments. Leave a like on the video if you guys did like, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date. And I'll see you next week with episode 2.